Hello, hello. Hey there, YouTube, Slasher Chicks and Slasher Dudes. My name's Alicia, and this is Slasher Chick TV. And I probably shouldn't have done the whole intro in case you do watch this on the replay, but if you watched any of my previous lives, you may have heard me say that I am trying to get some value out of the content that I consume because I am kind of obsessed with the business of YouTube, and therefore I consume a lot of YouTube content. And I have a couple of other videos about the story of Joe Dash, which is hold on, this is my mama. I gotta pause this. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna have to go edit that out when it comes time to leave this live stream. But I was waiting to hear from my mama, and when she called, when your mama calls, you answer the phone. Um. So anyway, and I am just back from my vacation and getting ready to go. But as you may know from some of the other videos I posted, I'm down this saga of Dash, which is a YouTube channel that has been on a significant rise, pushing the algorithm, particularly in spaces where people are talking about YouTube growth. And she's received a lot of backlash. I just did a live the other day about that, but I did not touch on some of the other creators who've been inspired by her to create channels. And one of them was this channel called Dash of Faith, which quickly got a lot of attention and then quickly got removed. And then there was attention around what happened to this channel. Now, before I go into this reaction, because apparently Dash of Faith is back, I'm going to look at his most recent video, but I want to name my bias before I go into this reaction. I also want to name that this is a fair reaction to this content in response to fair use, because we're going to use this as an opportunity to educate and see what we can all learn from this. Now, when I say I'm going to name my bias, Dash of Faith was using Dash's name in like every single title, at least from anything I could see from his channel. There was never anything that gave me a clear indication as to what content he intended to put out other than to praise Dash. And so it was no surprise then when his channel got deleted because, bruh, what's your channel even about? Now, there was also a lot of people, which I don't recall seeing this, that said, he said on his one of his last videos when he was worried about getting deleted, oh, just watch my playlist in the background. You don't even have to, watch it, just listen to it in the background. And that is a violation of YouTube's terms of agreement because they tell you you can't manipulate your views. You can't manipulate the channel. You can't manipulate your views. So, hi, Softball Girl 100 and Edison Checks. So, it's no surprise that well, at least I think that's likely why his channel got removed, but we don't actually know. So now that he is back, I'm going to go ahead and react to this first video, and perhaps he actually answers that question as to why was removed. But yeah, I just wanted to name my bias that I don't necessarily. I didn't know what this channel was about. I still don't know, and maybe I'll know from watching this reaction. Uh, but let's just see. I'm gonna press play here. Wait, I'm gonna speed it up because usually people don't talk fast enough for me, and I need it on at least 1.25.
Good morning, my friends. It's your boy. I apologize in advance if my voice sounds a bit raspy or if I go into a coughing fit. I've been quite sick for the last week or so. I'm just now kind of getting to the point where you can understand my speech.
Okay, well that stinks, and I hope he feels better because being sick is no fun.
Before I jump into this video, I also want to say that this is the only video on this channel that will contain negativity or talk about haters. Moving forward past this video, we will not be discussing negativity. We will not be entertaining haters.
Okay. I'm sorry. That is an interesting way to start the video. Hold on, I have to react to this. Is one of the challenges about going live, especially if you're someone like me who can potentially be easily distracted. Because Stephen Porter asked me, "Why do I look fake?" What do you mean by fake? Like not real? Like I'm AI or something? Like what do you mean, Stephen Porter? Can you elaborate on that? Okay, let me take that back, and then I'll let Stephen answer and go back to my reaction.
and the such.
Okay, but I just want to say, I don't think that he necessarily had haters. And here's the thing, if someone does provide constructive critique to your channel, that doesn't necessarily mean they're a hater. It just might mean they're critiquing your channel. I don't know.
But this video needs to be said, and so
Although I could speculate that part of the reason his channel was removed is people started flagging him for some reason. And it could have been erroneously. Like it could have been people were flagging him just because they were jealous that he was getting so many views and such a push as a new channel.
we're going to get into it. A little over a week ago,
Hi, Vincent.
I pulled the plug on my channel. YouTube did
Oh,
not take my channel down. If they did, I don't think that I would be here right now.
okay. I also agree with that because people were speculating that YouTube took his channel and he's saying he took it down himself. But if you go look for the channel name, it just says that channel doesn't exist. So you could hide your channel and then just put the same channel back up. But you know what? Maybe he wanted a fresh start. I don't know. Let me just finish reacting and find out.
The reason that I pulled the plug on it was brought to my attention that there was a small group of haters that were going to get my channel taken down on the basis of when I made the comment about people letting my playlist play to get my watch hours.
Oh, snap. So, okay, my speculation wasn't too far off. People noticed that and probably were going to. I can guarantee there were some people that noticed that and would have flagged him and would have tried that. Yo, Death, what's up? So, who knows? Let's continue.
So, which I did say, and which I take full responsibility for. And I apologize for it because I did not know that that was against YouTube policy.
All right. Well, that's a good thing that he acknowledges that that's against the policy, because and it's a good thing that he recognized it before actually saying it again. Because the thing is, YouTube won't accept that as a won't accept. I didn't know that was against the rules as a way to avoid any disciplinary actions as a result of violating their terms of agreement.
But it was taken way out of context. It was not some mastermind diabolical plan. It was
I wouldn't argue that it was taken out of context, though. Lots of creators ask people to watch their playlist and know that sometimes people watch it as background noise. Um, so I would say that's fair that people were a little extreme with it. But I still say, from my initial point and that my bias stands, I'm still not sure what your channel's about, sir.
say somewhere between the second and the third week of me being on YouTube, people were asking like, "Hey, how many watch hours do you have?" And I was at like 2,000, so I was halfway there. And they're like, "Hey, to help you get the rest of the way, why don't you make a playlist and we'll go ahead and stream it. We'll go ahead and let that puppy play, and we'll get you your watch hours." And I was like,
And see, that's what I mean. People will do that for you. But I will also acknowledge, yeah, I'm sure some people were jealous. I've been on YouTube now for 5 years. I was really active on my channel that first year. I let it go dormant for about, 3.5 years. And now that I've come back to YouTube, it's taken me like almost all of 2024 to get just under 300 watch hours, right? And so I can certainly understand the idea of people being jealous of someone who, like, bro, you just got here 3 weeks ago and you're saying you have 2,000 watch hours. Like, you just got here 3 weeks ago and you're halfway to monetization. Like, that would definitely make people jealous.
"Wow, I really appreciate that support. That means a lot to me." I didn't know how to make a playlist, so I got on there and I was like, "Hey, how do you guys make a playlist?" And so a couple people made
Okay, especially hearing they don't even know how to make a playlist. Like, YouTube is hard, okay? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, it just there's a lot of eyes that you're like attention is one of the greatest currency anyone has right now. And so it's hard to get people's attention in a day and age where they are thinking about survival, etc. So I can understand a lot of people who've been working really hard at YouTube, working hard to learn how to do all the YouTube things, potentially being jealous of someone who is halfway to monetization and they don't even know how to use the platform.
Videos, a couple people wrote detailed instructions in my comment section. So I went home that night and
But kudos to the community of people that were willing to help him figure that out because, like I said, YouTube is hard. It's hard to do alone. The more community you can build and accountability partners you have, the easier it'll be.
and I created a playlist. And one of my friends on here that was helping me do that and helping me kind of like navigate my way through this YouTube land, being that I was so new, was the YouTube channel Looking to Liz. And so my friend Liz was like, go ahead and create it and then let me know and I'll test it out over here and see if
All right, I never heard of this channel, Looking to Liz, and I'm hoping everything he says after this will not paint Looking to Liz in any negative light. I don't necessarily think it's intended, but it is possible that it could be an unexpected consequence.
it works. So I did. And she was like, yep, all systems are go. It looks good. I was like, cool, thank you. So it was like out of mind. And then a couple of days later, I was like I don't even remember what video it was, but I made the mention in the video like, oh, hey, if you want to help support the channel, you can go ahead and just let the playlist play and it'll help me get, my watch hour criteria that faster. That was it. Like, it was surface level. It was not.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely say, hey, if you'd like to support this channel, matter of fact, let me say that now. If you'd like to support this channel, I did a 90-day live stream challenge earlier this year in which I went live every single day for 90 consecutive days. And I have a playlist of that. So certainly I would ask people like, hey, if you want to know what I like to talk about, what kind of tips I've given on growth mindset, negotiation strategies, yeah, watch the 90-day live stream playlist. But I wouldn't add it'll help me get my watch hours. It will help me get my watch hours, but it's also like you're supporting the creator because you like the content. Or you just
deep whatsoever. And so these people start saying like, oh, that's how he got all those watch hours and all that. It's like, no, dude, like I might have gotten maybe 3 watch hours from that before I shut my channel down. Like, no,
yeah.
I had well over 2,000 just.
You know exactly how much, and this might be why some people. Well, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he already said he didn't really know how to use YouTube that well in terms of how to make a playlist, right? But if you know in YouTube analytics, you know exactly how many watch hours came from what. You can isolate it down to how many watch hours came from the people watching this playlist, etc. So that I could see how some people might feel, well, that sounds a little disingenuous.
The way that I was doing it. And yeah, so I don't know. But literally, I think once I got rolling, the lowest, I think one of the lowest amount of views I had on a video was like 300. And that was after I was rolling, like into the second week or whatever. And so there were plenty of eyeballs getting on my channel and on my videos. It was just merely.
Yeah, but your lowest view that had 300 views still was using DoDash's name. Like it was still about DoDash.
Made mention to help me get there sooner. But like I said, I assume full responsibility. I should not have said that. And I'm sorry for that. And moving forward.
All right, y'all. But here's the thing. I know I said I'm going to watch this on 1.25. It's still too slow for me. I can't.
I'll definitely not be doing that on this channel. And another thing I heard people saying was that I was creating three videos a day, and that's against YouTube policy or something. And like they're gonna think that I'm a bot. And it's like, dude, I'm a person, but okay, like.
I don't think that's true that you can't create more than 3 videos a day and that being against YouTube policy. Is that true? Let me just see what's here. What? I don't think YouTube even has a number of videos that limits you per day. I'm going to ask, hey Siri. Is there a limit to the number of videos you can post on YouTube per day?
YouTube's daily upload limit varies based on the user's account status and history. The upload limit may be as low as 15 minutes daily for new or unverified accounts. The limit may be higher for established accounts, up to several hours daily.
Really?
This is from Incelli.com.
That does not sound true. Let me go ask Chat Bay because I don't have time to go read through all of the terms and conditions to find this answer. I need it more quickly. So I'm going to use ChatGPT. And I'm going to use the GPT audio. Let's see if it answers me that way. Here we go. How What is the limit to the number of videos you can upload per day on YouTube? She's thinking.
YouTube has a limit of about 15 videos per day for most accounts, although this can vary.
Okay.
Established or verified accounts sometimes have higher upload limits. If you're consistently hitting a daily upload cap, you might want to reach out to YouTube support, as they can sometimes adjust it based on account history and activity.
Okay, thank you. So it's not 15 minutes, it's 15 videos per day. So it's definitely not the 3. That was not the thing that was violating him. But that's good to know. I never knew that was a limit.
Like, again, I don't know. I'm brand new to this stuff. And so at least for the foreseeable future, I'm just going to put out 1 video a day. It's going to be more like a vlog style video. Okay. It's going to be like all my other videos kind of put into one. So you're going to have the Dash with G. You're going to have, whatever, if I'm talking about Bible verses or if I'm talking about things that have happened in my past life or whatever, it's all going to be into one video for now.
Okay, so I guess that tells me what his channel is going to be about, which is just him, right? He's going to be the niche, similar to lots of other channels. He's going to talk about his lifestyle, his faith, and probably still YouTube.
Once a day, and maybe not every day. I don't know. Like, I don't want to trigger anything to happen to this channel, because that wasn't a great feeling to know that I got to where I was at, and then I really shouldn't go forward with that channel because I had people out there gunning to take it down. It was like, well, I mean, dude, what's the point?
Yeah, okay, I'm really struggling with this reason because it does not sound like the reaction of a person of faith like, for example, I mean, if you are a heavily faithful person in Christianity, there are plenty of verses that tell you people are going to come for you because of your Christian beliefs. You have to be prepared to be steadfast and said strong, right? And so if you're naming your channel Dash of Faith and you're about faith, like, why would the possibility of somebody trying to take your channel down be the reason why you would remove it yourself? It's not making sense to me right now, but I'm not judging. I'm just reacting.
And so I'm going to be a lot more careful this time, I guess you might say. But when I became aware of that situation last Tuesday, or not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday before, my ex-wife had just had surgery the Friday before. She had recurring breast cancer, and she had a full mastectomy. And then, come to find out, I guess they suspect that it's in other parts of her body, which is not good. That basically means you're
okay. See, now this is also concerning to me, and maybe this is just me, but as far as I know, your ex-wife ain't on this channel. So why are you on here discussing her medical issues with us? You could have said I had some personal family issues like that. This is not something right to me, but again, my opinion and my reaction.
stage 4, if I understand that correctly.
And seriously, F cancer. I don't think he would make that up. I'm just saying, why would you share her information? But I also want to acknowledge that I send well wishes to her too, and anybody going through that.
Stage 4 is not great. So I wasn't in a great headspace to begin with. I had not heard anything from her family or her in terms of how anything went, and we don't really communicate anymore. And so,
well, sir, I can make a guess as to why you don't communicate anymore. Because you don't even communicate. A whole fam. No, I'm getting heated right now. You just told me that you don't even communicate with this woman anymore, who you were formerly married to, but you are on YouTube now disclosing her medical condition and her current status. What the actual faith? That's wild to me.
It was just kind of weighing heavy on my heart, right? I wasn't in a great headspace. And then come to find out, I had people come.
Like I'm sorry, because I can't get past this. You could have easily just said, I had a family emergency that caused me to not be in a good headspace. I had a family member going through a tough time, because like there's so many other things you could have said without disclosing that woman's medical thing. If that's actually
trying to get my channel taken down, and it was just like, I just said screw it, and I turned it off. Because sometimes life makes you feel like that. I'm a human being, right? And I say that to be.
That's true. Sometimes life does make you feel like that. I'm not going to argue with that. Yeah.
A multitude of things. I'm a human being, so I messed up by the watch out or by the playlist thing, right? Yeah, I'm human. Like, I made a mistake. I think everyone makes mistakes. That's my bad. I assume responsibility and I apologize for it. Going forward, I'm not going to do it. In terms of, I had people saying that like I was infringing on copyright and stuff like that by talking about Toya. Okay, like I didn't know, I did not know all this stuff when I started, so that's my bad.
Now, I don't think you were infringing on the copyright by talking about Toya. I mean, if she didn't flag your channel to say, hey, stop using DoDash in your name, like, then you're probably okay with that. I mean, you were doing reactions or not even reactions, you were doing commentary about her channel, which is certainly protected under fair use.
Too, I won't be doing that going forward. Like, I did not know these things. I was brand new. I still am. And so I'm kind of tiptoeing around
I've safely.
this new channel, and I'm going to try my very best to keep it on the up and up and not infringe on anything. But I just want you all to know that I felt a strong compulsion to come back to YouTube, and I felt a strong compulsion to start it to begin with. And
I'm just gonna say this, just in case I'm potentially right. If that was a strategy though, of like, let me now remove my channel so it builds up this buzz about it, and then it can come back and I'll get even more views, like I wouldn't put it past anybody. And that could be the game, y'all. I'm just telling you.
And it's like, even after I got the wind taken out of my sails and I turned my channel off, it was like God was saying,
Sir, how did you get the wind taken out of your sails? Because someone told you someone might possibly try to take down your channel. It wasn't like people were striking you left and right, and that made you concerned. Like, you just heard somebody might. That's
like, listen, I called you here to do this. And he called me there the first time too. And I may have messed it up because, again, I'm human. But it would be on me if I didn't answer the call and come back. And so I was like, you know what? I prayed about it and I thought about it for days. And then I decided to come back. I was like, you know what? If he's calling me, the first half of my life, I did not answer the call. Like, I need to answer the call if he's calling me to do this. I don't know why he's calling me to do this.
yeah, that part. I do agree. Like, if you have a calling on your life and you don't answer that call, it's never going to feel right. And you're gonna have to try to do it. You're gonna have to make the attempt.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to help somebody. I don't know what the purpose of this is. Okay. I really don't. I'm a blue collar guy who went through a divorce after 22 years of marriage and lost everything. I'm done.
No, he's not DoDash's husband. He just loves to use DoDash's name to make money. I'm sorry. But as far as I know, she's single, and not married. Like, she doesn't have now, let that were the game, like that would be really funny. I'm not gonna lie. That would be like one of the most interesting YouTube drama scenarios in the future ever. But I don't think but there have been people that have claimed, oh, they're working together to make all this money. I don't actually think that's true. But if they were, they're doing a good job of keeping themselves separate.
Down to nothing. I have nothing. The only thing I have is my faith. That's all I have. So if he's calling me to do this, I'm pulling up. So I get back on to create a channel, and all of the usernames are taken. There's a bunch of freaking Dash of Face running around out there with my dome, my picture, my name. It's like, dude, what is the purpose of that?
Okay, I didn't know people were impersonating his channel. Okay, but that also explains to me, well, why didn't you just why didn't you just reactivate your own channel? But if his name was taken, but like I said, you could have hidden your channel without completely deleting it. I don't know.
I don't understand like, at some point you're gonna have to create videos, right? I mean, isn't that the point of having that? Unless you're just trolling people's comment sections. But like, if you make the day you make a video, they're gonna see you're not me. I don't know. But I found one that wasn't taken, the Dash of Faith. I know it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's what I have. It'd be what it be. But yeah, so this is my channel. I'm back.
Also, I'm just gonna say this. I don't recall any of Dash of Faith's videos being with him without his shades on. And as someone like I don't trust anybody that never lets me see their eyes. So, and that probably comes from dating on dating apps. Like, that was one thing I learned from eventually just using math. Okay, when I looked at what was any of the consistent responses, right? Where was there any consistency? And when I met someone that was like not who they appeared to be versus what they were presenting. And one of the things that was consistent is if I went back to their profile and they had all photos with shades on and never let you see their eyes, they probably weren't being who they said they were. And so I'm just going to say that. Now, that's the thing, Coach Sherry, and was part of why I was saying, like, I never knew what his channel was about because all he ever talked about was DoDash. he's saying now that it will be about his that's funny, John Hart. He's saying now that it will be about his faith and his life and experiences, and so it'll essentially be he's the niche. But like, for example, has he ever even shared his name? I don't know his name. Now, I am not one that believes that a creator necessarily has to tell you their name. Like, they might want to be a part of the brand, that to be just a part of the brand, right? Or I'm not one that believes they can't create a stage name. Like, I use the name of my channel as Slasher Chick, but I do tell you that my name's Alicia. Because Slasher Chick is a moniker for any other person that wants to pursue this / that and never have to choose between one or the other, but figure out, how do I negotiate all the things that I want? But yeah, I still don't know this person's name. I still don't know what their eyes look like. And they say the eyes are the window to the soul. And I also don't have a lot of information about what his channel is going to be about based on his current content.
Like I say, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to try my best to post every day, but I'm not entirely sure that it's going to.
Now, posting every day apparently does seem to help. I know when I posted every day versus when I didn't, you do get more eyes on your channel like that. YouTube does give you more attention.
May or may not post on the weekends. I may not post on Sunday. I don't know yet, and I don't even really know the entire direction of my channel. But I'm just showing up because I feel compelled to be here. So
Okay, well, that is.
For all of you guys that supported me, and for all of you that had my back through this whole thing, I appreciate you guys. I love you very much. I hope that you continue to ride with me. And for those of you that feel that I misled the community, I apologize. That wasn't my intent. I see where it was wrong of me to do that, and I take full responsibility. And here we are, moving forward, onward and upward, my friends. Glory be to God.
Okay, so that's that. I don't know, but he's back as of I think it was 4 hours ago. Let me see when this. Yeah, it was about 4 hours ago when I saw this. When I first got on this video, or I saw it on someone else's channel, like someone else had posted, is Dash of Faith coming back or something like that. And I saw that he was in her comment saying, yeah, I'm here. And so right now, I believe the channel has about 35, 35 or so. I don't know how to get back to the channel, but they have about 35 or so. Oh, he has 45 subscribers right now. Let me just go and show this and say. So as of right now, and upon returning, it went from 35 to 45 to 95. And the 45 to 95 is in the last hour since I found this video. But he's got that one video. It's got now 216 views. You can see from my thing, it's getting 43 views per hour. I think when I found the video, it had 35 views. So essentially, yeah, his channel's back. We'll see what happens. I am continuing to follow this Dodash movement and what is coming from it because this is so intriguing to me. I love YouTube. I love the business of YouTube. I love all of the just goings on of the back end things that it takes to make it work. And I like seeing how people leverage that to make it possible for them to succeed on this platform. So I'm going to continue to watch this. I'm also going to continue to do some reactions that allow me to feel better about the content that I consume so that I'm not just consuming it, but I'm also creating at the same time. So one thing is for sure, though, I firmly believe that when YouTubers in their videos with like, oh, thank you for your support and I love you, that they mean it, because I end my videos in that way, in a way similar, mostly because I've said this before for myself, it took me a really long time to be fully confident in my own self-love journey. And so these were messages I would have liked to hear just being repeated to me. And so that's why I end my lives with, if nobody else told you today, you're more than enough. And I love you. Have a great day. And thanks for watching. Get home safely, Coach Sherry.